Welcome. Like we talked about last week before the first game after New Year, the importance of getting back on the winning track was very important. Um, we knew we were gonna play against a strong opponent, an opponent we didn't win against for more than a year. So in that case, it was a very important game. We had a win, a nice win, 3 very nice goals. But of course, not everything was perfect. This we also have to be honest about. We had a good start. We scored a very nice goal. Then we missed a little bit the control of the game. Maybe the good start was something that we didn't handle that well. But what I saw especially in the end of the second half, the last 25, 30 minutes was much better. That we start playing our way of football again and score 2 nice goals and ended up winning, which was the most important. This continue building feeling of winning mentality is so important, and that was the reason that we were so focused on getting those 3 points. Also relating to our statistic at home, we want to continue this row winning at home, and we did. I think 14 out of 17 wins, 3 draws. It's almost perfect way of dealing with our home games. On the other hand, we also talked this week about how can we control the game more. We cannot be satisfied with only playing 45 good minutes. We need to play in close to 90 good minutes. Not that we need to have the ball all 90 minutes, but we need to be more in control of the game. And this we talked about. We worked a little bit about this, on this, and we saw images from the last game. So I hope we now tomorrow can see again a strong Gent team on the pitch, ready to fight for each ball, for each duel, second ball, and from there come into our game. Because we know when we have the ball, we will play some nice football. But we should also be aware that approximately 50% of the time we don't have the ball, and there we have to be prepared for those duels, second balls, repressure, all those kind of things. We're gonna meet a strong team, last year's champion. Okay, everybody is talking about they sold a lot of players, changed the coach, all those kind of things. But I see them now coming out of the preparation period much stronger. I saw the game against Wagen, where I think they played a very, very good game. They were winning 3-0, and for me was by far the best team on the pitch. So we're gonna meet a team which know they have to win a lot of game to get into Player 1. I'm sure they're gonna be part of Player 1. So in that case, it's already now a strong opponent in the Player 1, which is 3 points, which can means a lot also in the future. So it's about winning. It's about continue our home reputation, but it's also against very close opponents to be part of the top of the ranking. So in that case, it's an important game. Thank you.
Coach, like you already said, Genk had a very good start to the new year. They won 3-0 in Zulte. They're in a winning mood, but they're a different team than in our first game against them. New coach, new players. How hard is it to prepare that game, or don't you really mind?
Like always, I have 90-95% focus on my team and the way we should perform. But of course, like I said, I saw the game. I know their way of playing. We know the players. Okay, they got a couple of new players. They got a new coach. They have a little bit changed of the way of playing, but not much. So we are 100% prepared for this. But the most important for me is our presence on the pitch, meaning how do we deal with having the ball, not having the ball, and not so focused on what the opponent are doing. The most important is our way of playing, and there we as quick as possible have to find the rhythm again, which we saw frequently in our last game, but we need to do it more in the next game.
Like you already said as well, it's a home game, so we're strong there. But it's also because they're an opponent for playoff one, it's a very good moment to deal them a blow in the race for playoff one, because they have a very difficult program in the coming weeks.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's 3 very important points. I'm pretty sure they will be part of player one, so that case is also important already now to send a signal that we want to keep us as much distance as possible to the next teams, and Genk will definitely be, for me, one of the teams in the player one. So in that case, it's about continue winning, but it's also a strong opponent in the case of the ranking. So that's a lot to play for, and especially the 3 points will of course be important.